And I'm glad to inform you that we've been able to finalize the rate structure today. And the rate structure will be the following. That there will be a zero tax rate in which several items, which approximately constitute 50% of the consumer price index basket, would be included. We don't call it the exempted items, we'll call it the zero rated items. And it was decided that food grain used by common people would be in this category. So that would be zero rated, so that its impact in terms of inflationary pressure on common people is the least. The second category was decided as the 5% item. Now the draft proposal had said 6%. Finally, we converged, and this was a consensus. These are all decisions by a complete consensus. That we decided that it will be a 5% duty, and these will be items of mass consumption which are used particularly by common people. There will be two standard rates of 12% and 18%. Some people had demanded that the standard rate be 18%, but considering the inflation impact of just having one standard rate, we have had two standard rates of 12 and 18%. Now currently, there are several items, particularly white goods and others, which are taxed at an excise rate of 12.5 and a VAT is 14.5, which is 27%. Along with the cascading effect, it comes to anything between 30 to 31% for most of these items. So the present rate of tax is 30 to 31%. There was a suggestion in the draft to bring it down to 26%. But finally, the consensus is that these items, which including the cascading impact, are today taxed at 30 to 31%, will be now taxed at 28%. But with a rider, and the rider is that in this category there are several items which are now being used increasingly as by a very large number of people, particularly the lower middle classes also. So one of the objects behind raising this from 26 to 28 is that the tax will be still below the present rate, but the additional revenue that we will get will be used for keeping the 5% items, the 6 into 5, that is for the weaker sections, keeping food grain exempted, and thirdly, which is equally important, transferring a number of items from this 28% category to the 18% category.